this is going to be a shorter episode of this podcast because I can't talk normally. I haven't been able to talk for the past few days at all. I have, however, today regained the ability to talk. I was able to do a little bit of stuff yesterday, but it sounded very bad. But today, I can do this, and I feel like it sounds a little bit normal, right? I can even talk in my regular volume voice, but it doesn't sound good. Do you want to hear a little bit of it? This is my normal voice right now, and I know it sounds like a bad RFK impression, but I'm not doing that on purpose. This is legitimately what I sound like right now. You gotta eat the rat poison to show the rats that you're better than them. Especially that big rat, Mickey. Sir, Mickey is a mouse. Mickey is a mouse? How am I supposed to know that? No one told me that. Now I look goofy. So yeah, that probably took 10 years off my life, even just doing that. So we're gonna whisper, and this is gonna be a very short episode because I don't feel great, and I haven't felt great for the past week. I think it was just a nasty combination of things. I woke up like middle of last week, and I had this throat bug that was forming, and I also had the beginnings of a fever, and it was fine. I was dealing with it, but then the next day after that, everything got a little worse, and I also got my permanent crown put in, and so for that, they gave me 2 shots. They did the whole thing, and so everything got so much worse. And I think it was Friday. I woke up Friday, and that is the worst I have felt in the amount of past time that I can even remember. I don't remember the last time I felt that bad. It got so bad that, there's that thing when people, I think you have to sign a thing, right? And it says, if you get really bad, do you give us permission to break your ribs and save you, or just let you go? And in the past, whenever I hear that people are like, no, just let me go, I've never understood it. I'm like, well, wouldn't you want to at least give yourself a chance? 'Cause some life is better than no life, right? No, I get it. Because on Friday, I didn't feel, I felt bad, but I thought about it, and I was like, how long could I go through this? Because this, the way I felt on Friday, I was like, this is not sustainable. And so I was like, how long could I go? And I was like, I think if I went a week like this, I would not be in a good place. And I don't think I'd ever quit life, voluntarily. But I did think about it, and I was like, if this was to go on at the highest intensity for 3 weeks straight, I think I might want to quit. But I've gotten better. This is me better. Because, like I said, for the past 4 days, I wasn't even I was pathetic, really. You know, yesterday I prepared myself a ham and cheese sandwich, and it took me 2 hours to eat it because it hurt so much to have it go through my throat and to chew that it took so long. And even, because I've been so fatigued with a fever, I haven't been able to do normal things like washing dishes. It's just too tiring. So I ran out of a lot of stuff like knives and plates. So when I made this sandwich, I usually use mayo. I'm gonna call it mayo because mayonnaise is too long of a word, take too much energy to say. Well, that was counterproductive, wasn't it? But I always add mayo to my ham and cheese sandwich. There's more stuff. It's not just ham, cheese, and mayo. But I didn't have a knife, so I used a metal straw to spread the mayo, and then I ran out of plates, so I ate it out of a bowl. And then I had some tortellini a few days ago, and I reheated it. But it took me 2 hours to eat a bowl of tortellini. So I had to reheat that piece of shit 3 times because it kept getting cold. So but I'm doing better. I can drink water with minimal pain, so that's good, right? But I didn't even know if I was gonna do this podcast episode because no one would want to listen to this, would they? And I don't know how long I would be able to do this. I get so tired so easily that I was like, no one wants to listen to this, do they? I know some of you are like, no, Garv, it's usually pretty grating, so this isn't even that far off. Okay, that's enough out of you. And honestly, it's probably enough out of me pretty soon here. Because like I said, I can't do this very long. I even got pretty for you. I took a shower, which is stupid because I'm gonna get so sweaty just doing this that I'm gonna have to take another shower. But I wanted to look nice for you, I didn't even trim my face. I usually, trim it and make it look nice and pretty around the edges. I don't care. And I know I could have just not done this episode. But I've done 45 weeks in a row, and I can't stop now. I want to make it at least a year consecutively. I'm not gonna let something like this stop me. So, here I am. And you don't want to see this, do you? But I'm making you sit through this. I could have waited maybe a few days to do this. But then I would have been like, let's just wait till next week, and then boom, my streak is over. I've uploaded the past 45 Mondays, and so I didn't want to skip another Monday. A Tuesday. I know nothing happens on Tuesdays, so that would have been nice to make something happen on a Tuesday. But then the streak would have been broken. So just for the sake of the streak, I decided, let's do this today. even though I am this way. So yeah, I hope this was enjoyable. You freak. Yeah, that's right. But no, I'm trying to get this podcast to a point, right? I'm trying to earn my bananas. And the only way I can earn my bananas is if this monkey dances. So here I am, putting on a little show for you. I need to get my watch time. And you can't get watch time without new episodes now, can you? Even though this will be a little shorter, it will probably be half the time. But I don't think physically I could do more. Even the best day. I've just been sleeping and like watching stuff because a couple days ago I tried to play video games, and even that, it like exhausted me. I didn't realize how much brain power I was putting into playing video games. But holy shit, do you guys take that much of your brain to play video games? Because it was kind of embarrassing. It's like the equivalent of, when you climb some stairs with your friend and you're like visibly out of breath and they're fine. That's how I started feeling. I was like, mentally, am I the friend that gets out of breath just from playing video games? Like climbing stairs, playing video games. Those are leisure activities, right? They're something to pass the time. They shouldn't exhaust you. But for me, I'm like, I don't think I can do this very long. So yeah, I mustered up all my energy. I showered, freshened up to look nice for you. But this is the best I could do. I'm sorry. I don't know. Oh my god, holy fuck. My back is just sweaty all the time for no reason. And like my lower back fucking hurts. So, I think this was. Oh my god. I think this was like about 15 minutes, right? Holy shit. So, let me leave you with a little endorsement. Hi, I'm RFK Jr., and you won't know how long you have left on this earth because you've been eating red 40, all because you like red velvet, because you think that makes you interesting. But guess what, sucker? Your fucking day. your 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 fucking days are numbered, bucko. So make sure you use your remaining time to like the video. And next week, it's gonna be better. I hope so. If this doesn't get better, I don't know, dude. I'll only be 1 week away. So yeah, sorry, but thank you. And I'll talk at you next week, normally. Okay.